your host, Maria Pureza and Tammy Terrell.
Finally.
We are
Wow.
here.
Welcome everyone. This is the Rise
Rise
and
and
Shine.
Shine.
My name is Maria
I am Tammy.
and we're gonna have so much fun today. We are actually talking so much about everything, life in
Because
general.
we missed a whole week and it was my fault.
Oh no.
And we're going to get into a little bit of details about the busy
don't
week
don't
I
say
had.
that. Now I'm gonna feel bad when I leave on the 21st going no 22nd. I have a show on the 21st at Shanklas Cantina and the 20 at night. Oh, yeah, it's the 21st. Yes, the 21st at night. We're flying to Miami.
And she's going to have so much fun, you guys.
Yes, I'm gonna.
But she
have
said
fun.
no work, so she's not going to do any work, but maybe
Oh.
we'll get some updates.
You know what is really funny because I said no work, and my daughter said it is vacation, literally vacation. She even I am trying to make plans to work on that week because we're there for 8 days, and what I'm gonna do in 8 days on a vacation? Then I don't know what to do on an 8 day vacation. It's not gonna work for me.
That's amazing, though.
Ah.
You'll at least have the first 2 days, and then you'll freak out, and then you'll update us, and then you'll freak out again, and then maybe we'll do a Zoom show, and then you'll freak out
Oh.
some more, and then you'll come home, and then we'll continue business.
I know. I never, I've been doing this for 3 years. Never went to vacation. So that's the reason why I got this vacation for that day because that's what my daughter said. You need a break. I know that you love your business and you love your show, you love your people, but then you gotta have to go on vacation, mom. So she bought my ticket. I don't know if I told you already. She bought. My daughter is the most sweetest child ever. She bought my ticket without me knowing. Okay, she bought the ticket and then came to me and said, "Mom, you're going on vacation." This is originally in, I think, May 7. This is originally May 7. So I said, when she came to me, that I'm going on vacation, I start freaking out. I said, "How many days is the vacation that you bought?" He said, 7 days. And I'm like, "Can I go 3 days?" She said, "No, it's already bought. Ticket is bought. I'm gonna pay if I'm gonna pay big time if I blah blah blah." She already bought the ticket, so if she changes it, then she's gonna pay. So I said, "Holy cow! She told me this the middle of February. I know, no, April, January, February, March, April. Yeah, in the middle of April, she told me, "Hey, mom, I bought you the ticket." That's all. That's the time, and this is 3 weeks before we go on vacation. So I'm like, what? I'm really freaking out. So I said, honey, okay, hold on. You know that I cannot go on vacation, right? And she said, "Mom, I don't care. You gotta go. You gotta go." That's what exactly the words she said. And I love to say I don't care, and she used the word because it's my daughter. So anyways, so I start meeting people. You weren't here yet. Meeting people, I said, guys, I'm going on vacation, and they're also freaking out at that time. It's like, I gotta have to train you 2 times a week. Like, I have 3 people at the time that I'm training. And I'm like, oh my God. So anyways, that didn't go because the festival that my daughter is going with me. That festival actually moved it to July 22nd. That's the reason why everything changed and I felt so good.
Perfect timing.
So anyways, now I have a long way to plan now. So I cannot say no. So by the way, she came to me and said, "Mom, I am moving our ticket and our vacation to July 22nd, and you have a long way to plan now, not like before." So I said, "Can I just not go?" I'm still trying, right? And she's like, "Nope. The ticket is already bought. It's just moved." That's what she said. It's just moved. The ticket already bought. Everything is set. I said, "Okay, that is 8 days, 21 to 29. I said, can I come? Can I go only 5 days? I'm trying. I just keep on pushing it. And she said, no, mom, no. I'm giving you a long time to plan. So anyways, I said, and then I met Chef Torrentino, who is actually right next door to Miami, right?
Right.
So I said, and he's opening, by the way, his first restaurant. And so I was like, nice, now I can go to work. And then my daughter said, no work at this time.
Call it play then. Change the words. It's playtime while you're still conducting business. Shh. Don't tell her.
So
Because
anyway,
you know you're going to still be working. You know you are.
I am gonna. I never stop. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think so that you can. No one can stop me. Well, she's gonna be out and about, and she told me go shopping, go do something, go find guys, go cruise. She's telling me everything, and I said, and she's gonna be like out and about for probably from 1 p.m. to 2 a.m. because it's a festival.
Yeah.
So she's not gonna know that I'm working.
Yeah. Make your calls from the hotel room while you get a massage and drink from the mini bar in the room.
Yes, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I
Have your
literally.
fun, girl.
Yep, I'm gonna have fun, but then I'm still gonna be working for sure. So yeah. So if you guys gonna be in Miami at that time, give me a call if you don't want me working, because as long as nobody will distract. Well, nobody can distract me for so long. But anyways.
She got business.
But anyways, hey, I'm just so loving myself that you know what, I am looking for a guy who will love me, so that we can love me together.
Boys out there. Boys in Miami.
Boys in Miami, I think they're hot.
Singles night out there. We'll just do it on Zoom.
No, I want it in person.
There are lots of sexy people in Miami.
The good thing about now is I am more out and I'm more open than way before. So I was talking to one of my friends on the way here to the studio. He was like, Maria, I have this event. I said, count me in, because you know what? I am already ready to roll.
Get some. Well, and now's the time to just like put it all out on the table and see whatever fish you can reel in.
Exactly.
That's it.
That's what we were talking about earlier. Guys, I know girls, ladies especially out there, is we are a lot of women problem is their man, or the man that they will like somebody else or somebody like them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think if you before you put yourself as a woman, this is a lady beats now.
Oh, lady bits, we skipped over everything. We're coming back. We're going over again.
But before you put yourself out there, you gotta had to build that self-confidence and self-esteem that you, no matter what, that guy, if they don't choose you or things doesn't go through, it's their loss, not yours.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, and for me, I told you this earlier, I am grateful that when a man that's trying to pursue me doesn't go through as it planned, I think that's a good thing, because now I know what type of person is that man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, yay! Let me actually find the right man. But you know what? I keep on saying this for 3 years. There's no... I'm not swearing. There's no right man for me, because it dies when Superman dies.
Well, that I've been married 3 times.
You did?
Girl.
Congratulations.
No.
Condolence.
Look, it is when a man finds a woman he likes, and then automatically they throw that marriage on you. You accept it. And I was very young to be like, oh, you must love me. Only to find out that a year later, they're not the one. So you do have to, I know it's exciting to want to be married and to spend the rest of your life with someone, but you have to really understand that person before you're like, I'm going to dedicate my life to this person. Because 95% of the time, you're going to find that person is not going to match. So when you're 70, and you really have to think about this before you jump in, who's this person when I'm 70, and who's going to be wiping my butt? Is it going to be that guy? And if it is, you're good. But if it isn't, and that person isn't going to, when you're sick and they're not taking care of you, when you have a boo-boo and they don't put a Band-Aid for you, if they're not already doing those things for you now, they're damn sure not going to do it later. And it took all of that time for me to get to that place to understand that that's how it works. Everything is all glitzy and glamoury, and people can pretend to be who they are for about a year.
I give them 5 days.
Well, the younger ones are better at acting. They get to see how the romance movies work, and they're like, I can be that person, you know. And with jobs and everything that's involved, if you see somebody twice a week for the next 7 months, that's a culmination of like a month, right? Mm-hmm. So you really don't know. So you really have to like immerse yourself. Take a vacation with somebody for 8 days. If one of you are still alive at the end of that, you're good. Because being with somebody for like that long,
yes, you can figure out. And I like that you say that, because I am so good on reading people on the 7 day. And ladies, I'm talking to ladies, but men, no matter what they hiding inside, what they're lying to you, if you're smart enough and you have that self-confidence, you'll figure out right instantly. And when you see that flag, when you see it coming, when you see already in front of your face, don't deny it, because a lot of women actually denies that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because oh my God, I love this man. No, but he does this. I seen a lot of friends before that 5 days a week they are beaten up with heartaches, heartbreaks, crying and everything, and then 2 days a week their man is pampering them. And then, oh, but he actually is taking care of me. He cooked me, he take me to dinner, he fucked me. Okay, that's fuck is
not a curse word. It's not a curse word.
Yeah,
it's context.
Sex. Yeah, it's context. Yes.
Go ahead.
Thank you. We're so bad. But anyways, so my point is, 2 days, it should be actually the other way. 5 days pampering, and 2 days a little bit bad mood. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So you gotta have to balance those. I don't think once my man, if I ever gonna be into a relationship, once my man is giving me constant, let's say I didn't see, because you need to be living with this man before you figure out exactly who he is, right? So if that constant thing like continuously, like it happens again and again, I'm like bye. I don't want to waste my time. I'm too old for that.
Well, and it should be mutual. So if he's gonna give 5 days, which should be like, again, I was telling my husband this the other day, so I'm gonna bring him in, and you might be listening. Sorry, babe, but I'm gonna tell the truth. He cannot cook. So when I'm like, I don't want to cook.
And you cook?
I cook breakfast. I make him lunch for work. And then when he comes home,
Brian,
dinner,
you have to learn.
Well, and we've been together 6 years, so he just refuses. He knows 4 things, and they're all things I hate. So we had a conversation the other night where I was just like, look, if you love me and you know that I don't want to cook, because I can't cook 3 meals a day, 7 days a week. Maybe you can make a meal.
You eat 3 meals a day?
Well, I make breakfast for myself, and I make him lunch for work, and then he comes home. We always have dinner. Yeah. And then, like, at what point when I say I don't want to cook, and he goes, well, we'll just order out. Ordering out is way more expensive than anything.
Really?
Yeah, girl.
I thought ordering outside is cheaper than cooking. Why did I think that way? Oh, shucks. I was wrong all this time.
Girlfriend, if you order at a Chinese restaurant and you spend $35 for 2 entrees and an appetizer, that's ridiculous, because you can make the same thing at the house for $6.99.
Oh, gosh.
But we had to have this argument the other night where I just said, can you just try something? Just cook something. I don't care if it's nasty. It's the effort. So if it's nasty, but I know you're in there trying, that matters. So
yes, it really goes a long way when you're trying.
Just try. Yeah. Just try. If you fail, I'm gonna laugh at you and go, you could have done that.
I still love you the same.
Exactly, but you tried, so now I appreciate you. I can love you all day long, But when you do stuff like that, when I can't, now I appreciate you.
Yes.
You know, because you can order from that Chinese restaurant and pay $35, but the food is nasty. You see how everybody lost? But if you try, I appreciate you. And I think that's something that men and women both are lacking right now in the relationship, is that you'll try for a little bit and then you give up.
Yeah,
right?
don't
Once you
give
know
up.
you've got them hook, line, and sinker, then you stop feeding that bait to make sure that that fish still is on
You
that
need some
reel.
water? I'm
I
gonna
got
get
one,
some
baby.
water.
I got some. So, with that being said, y'all go out there and get your family thing on. Meet somebody. Don't be afraid of
Don't
all
be
the
afraid.
new experiences. But be honest. And women, stop putting them goddamn filters on your faces. We don't need to know that you have butterflies and sparkles in your eyes, because that's a lie.
I do a lot of, oh, those butterflies are really good. You know, I love
It's
vampires.
cute, but it's a lie.
Yeah, it's a lie, but I tell them it's a lie. Every time I do it, I said, oh my God, this is a nice filter. And I said, I'm now a vampire because I love that eyes.
It is, right? It makes everything pretty. However, I've been on dating websites, and it's not cute because
I've never been to a dating website. I
there's
should
some good
go.
ones. There's some good ones.
Are you
But
sure?
if you're gonna do it and you're gonna find somebody who's gonna like you, who's gonna love you, put a picture of yourself with no makeup.
Yes, that's what I'm gonna do.
That's it. Because if somebody goes, click, I like that, then when you get dressed up and you get made up, they're going to be like,
Damn, is that
But-
the right?
And now you got all these filters and stuff, and then you show up and they're like, because you don't look like your photos. When you go on a date, when you meet somebody, you want to make sure that they know that when you wake up, you got drool on the side of your face,
Yes.
your eyelashes is cocked to the side. You want the natural you. And
It's
that's
really-
the person you should be falling in love with. And they should fall in love with the natural you and that look of you. They're going to go, wow, that person's beautiful. And then you get to type in your profile, and they're going to love that.
Hi, Lexi.
Makeup is supposed to enhance. It is not supposed to change. And women right now are changing their makeup so much that they look like an entirely different person. And they wipe it off, and you like, is that a dog? I thought that was a woman. Why she look like that? Like, no, you shouldn't be doing that. Just look natural.
It's really funny because when I am meeting business partners, business affiliates, I put my makeup. When I am meeting a guy that I like, I take off everything.
Mhm.
Because you know what? Really, you like me, sweetheart? And it's also my way of pushing them away.
Well, and that's the thing. You shouldn't think that, like, oh, they're going to be like, oh, I don't
Oh
like
no,
her,
not
she's
really,
wearing
not
makeup,
really. But my in the back of my mind is more kind of like, okay, so this is me. This is what you get, kind of thing. That's why I'm not saying that push. Yeah, that is just in the back of my mind. I'm like, go, go, go. Like my friends, my old friends used to tell me that, Maria, you're not really qualifying. You're not really looking. You are disqualifying men. Because instead of looking what good with that man, you are looking the bad with that man to actually, what do you call it, to turn you off. That's what you're looking. That's what a lot of my friends told me, that I am disqualifying. That's why I'm trying to change that mentality, because I think it's bad.
No, it is bad.
Because everybody has a bad thing about them. Why am I looking at that? That's the reason why I think that
That's normal, girlfriend.
I know. Thank you so much. Oh, we are sexy ladies. Sexy ladies. I don't know what's a song I just made up. Thank you so much. And thank you for sharing. They just shared our show.
Well, this was for the ladies out there.
Yeah,
and the
this
guys, too. They don't have to worry, which I'm so envious of men. They don't have to wear makeup. So when they
I
show up
know.
for a date, you're just like, well, he's either cute or he's not. Here, we're spending 2 hours in the mirror, putting on our thick lashes. Let me put my extensions
Somebody
in.
told you that I wear the makeup for 3 hours. I actually putting my makeup.
Who did say that? Who said
Last week,
that?
no, the other week on the
I
phone.
remember. Yeah, who said that?
I said, okay, I'll call you in 2 hours, and then 2 hours after, I'm still putting my makeup.
Which is hysterical because you are naturally beautiful.
I am.
She is.
Inside and out.
So it's just like, it's a matter of who's going to, again, the dude is going to wipe your ass when you're 70. It's not the same
There's
dude
a lot
who's
want
gonna
to wipe
go.
my ass when I'm 70, but I am looking for the right man. You just don't come with me for nothing. I don't care about the money. I don't care about the fame. All I care about is the organic. You know what I just realized and I just found out for these last 2 months of my life is that I shouldn't be actually the one checking the boxes while I meet the man. It should be actually coming organically while you are having. It's more kind of like knowing each other. So this is the real deal with knowing each other. You start conversing with this man every day and finding out if they check the box. You shouldn't be actually checking the box of the bat, right?
Right.
Yeah. So
right,
yeah,
right.
yeah. I think that's what. Yeah. I'm
But
doing
again,
it wrong.
It should be mutual because they're gonna have their boxes too, and boys are pretty
Oh,
simple.
Annie. Yeah. You don't have just when you meet me. Oh my God, I'm already the real deal. So I am the one who's checking the box, not them, because you know what, I'm already the real deal.
Well, yes, but also
She's like, you have too much. You're cocky now.
No, well, you were right though, because as you mentioned that you are gorgeous, and then but also as you mentioned your age, you don't have time for games.
No.
But because of that, if it was easy, like it should literally be like speed dating. Like, here's what I'm looking for, and then the guy goes, well, here's what I'm looking for, and then you both go, you only mark 3 out of 8, so no, I pass. And then if everybody was that simple, we wouldn't have divorce, the highest rate of divorce. We wouldn't have any of that. Like, here's my box, and it has to be mutually agreed upon. It can't be one-sided. No matter how beautiful and how intelligent you are, it cannot be one-sided.
Somebody just told me I love her already.
I'm just saying, I love you.
Yeah.
I was about to say, bitch. I love you, bitch. That's how black people talk. Like,
No,
it's
no,
not
yeah.
first- I'm like, I love you, bitch.
You know,
too.
I love people who say this to me because I want people who actually, because I am so humble. I am very humble and I want them to keep me that way. You see what I'm saying? Because I have a tendency to kind of like, somebody just called me brat yesterday. I know you're watching. Somebody called me, I'm a brat. I said, no, I'm not a brat. I'm just passionate. How's that?
And you could be that. But make sure that that's on his box. He wants a passionate woman. Because there are some men who really like women who are passionate, where you can be as nice as possible, and then they say something just to mess with you, just to get you to be, what? And then to clink them and throw a slipper at their face. And they like that. And they'll deal with that for 30, 40 years.
Really?
Yeah, girl, there are men out there who love that. They will just purposely mess with you to get you turned up, and then y'all can have some like movie star sex later. Just like it's there are definitely
Yeah, I
people out
forgot
there.
what is
That
sex
was my
all
first
about.
husband. Girl.
I thought I have sex every day with social media shows. This is orgasm. When I'm doing my show, when people actually complimenting, commenting, when you're commenting, that's orgasm to me. When you like our page, it's orgasm. Yeah, I'm having orgasms when somebody give us a really good review. I'm like, I'm having my orgasm.
I thought it was just butt sweat because it was hot in here.
Well, anyways, this is the lady beats actually. We're gonna go on a really quick break. When we come back, we're gonna dive into the keeping up with the kids.
Wait, are we not gonna do local lowdown?
Yeah, we're gonna go in the back because we
We're gonna
actually
switch back.
Yeah,
Okay.
we switch
A
back.
whole different scenario today.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when we come back, please don't go away. Share, like, comment. We are sexy ladies. We are beautiful ladies. We have the self-confidence. This woman actually can, oh my God, tell you in your face what is right, baby.
That's all I know, homie. So
That's how, Omi.
Yep, that's all. You're so cute. It's gonna be a very interesting show, you guys. So please tune in. We're gonna take a quick break, listen to the sponsors, and we'll see you guys in a little bit.
Traditional TV is going away. People are demanding real stories from real people. Our voices are now being heard in our own way. Podcasts, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok Live are becoming the norm. Internet TV has now reached the highest demand in human history. Social media shows is now the new media of the century.
As we continue to grow and build a brand, social media shows continue to develop and discover new possibilities to help one another. Our affordable services will help us move to the next level of our journey. Host your own show to inspire or entertain others for as low as $150 per month.
You have 20 shows a week, live stream.
We are looking for sponsors. We showcase your business products and services on our network to be seen by your target market for as low as $200 a month.
That's 2 percentage points short of reaching critical mass, which will lead to faster results. We have 20 plus shows with a reach of over 80,000. We'll give you commercial ads, website link, and connections to nonprofit organizations.
Let us promote and advertise your event, giving your venue the red carpet treatment. This platform allows venues that feature entertainment, singers, bands, DJs, comedy, fashion, corporate events, and family events to be showcased in a new direction that also involves your audiences starts at $200 an hour. We also provides video editing, website builder, commercial video for your business, music videos, photography, provided by our affiliates. As we build our community, we pay it forward. Our nonprofit organization GI Connections is all about giving back to our community. Join us create outreach programs to help our community and live a happy, peaceful, and unity. Let us bring the world to you.
Live streaming on social media is the best new way to interact and bond with your community. Do you love to encourage, motivate, and empower others, but you do not know how? Well, your opportunity starts with us on social media shows. We have 20 shows a week live streamed across the globe, with a reach of over 80,000 and growing. So you can host your own show, and you can be anything you want to be. So let's bring the community together, and let's bring the world to you. Join us now. We've reached the age of live streaming on social media shows. You may ask, we're already ahead of the curve, so why do you need to advertise with us? Well, only 8% of the businesses in the US are using digital advertising to grow their business. That's 2 percentage points short of reaching critical mass, which will lead to faster results. We have 20 plus shows with a reach of over 80,000. We'll give you commercial actions to nonprofit organizations. So get your brand ready for digital monetization, for we are looking for sponsors, which will bring more traffic to your business and ultimately mean more sales. So let's bring the world to you. Inquire now.
John is an employee at one of the most famous firms in the city of New York, so his job is very hectic, and he realized that it is necessary for him to go and finally take a vacation. But he went on a vacation without planning out the details, and wasn't able to truly enjoy where he went because he had to think about so many things that he didn't plan for. instead of enjoying his time away from work, he came back with more stress that he was not able to take full advantage of his vacation. But this year, a coworker suggested him to try World Ventures this time to make his vacation more enjoyable and less stressful. For you to plan anything outside of your transportation, which is also available at discounted rates. Your stay, your transport, and many meals are planned by the club. John liked the idea very much. He tries World Ventures, and his experience with the club was amazing, as he made many friends there with whom he had a great time. John recommends that everyone should try this club, as they are the best in business. See how the VIP-vacation-club.com can give you the right experience without all the hassle. Enjoy the VIP experience that only World Ventures provide.
Listen, check it. Trying to build a bridge, instead I burned it down. I tried to lift him up, but found me beaten down to the ground.
Traditional TV is going away. Hollywood is starting to fade. People are demanding real stories from real people. Our voices are now being heard in our own way. Podcasts, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok Live are becoming the norm. Internet TV has now reached the highest demand in human history. Social media shows is now the new media of the century.
As we continue to grow and build a brand, social media shows continue to develop and discover new possibilities to help one another. Our affordable services will help us move to the next level of our journey. Host your own show to inspire or entertain others for as low as $150 per month.
You have 20 shows a week, live stream.
We are looking for sponsors. We showcase your business products and services on our network to be seen by your target market for as low as $200 a month.
That's 2 percentage points short of reaching critical mass, which will lead to faster results. We have 20 plus shows with a reach of over 80,000. We'll give you commercial ads, website link, and connections to nonprofit organizations.
Let us promote and advertise your event, giving your venue the red carpet treatment. This platform allows venues that feature entertainment, singers, bands, DJs, comedy, fashion, corporate events, and family events to be showcased in a new direction that also involves your audiences starts at $200 an hour. We also provides video editing, website builder, commercial video for your business, music videos, photography, provided by our affiliates. As we build our community, we pay it forward. Our nonprofit organization GI Connections is all about giving back to our community. Join us create outreach programs to help our community and live a happy, peaceful, and unity. Let us bring the world to you.
Live streaming on social media is the best new way to interact and bond with your community. Do you love to encourage, motivate, and empower others, but you do not know how? Well, your opportunity starts with us on social media shows. We have 20 shows a week live streamed across the globe, with a reach of over 80,000 and growing. So you can host your own show, and you can be anything you want to be. So let's bring the community together, and let's bring the world to you. Join us now. We've reached the age of live streaming on social media shows. You may ask, we're already ahead of the curve, so why do you need to advertise with us? Well, only 8% of the businesses in the US are using digital advertising to grow their business. That's 2 percentage points short of reaching critical mass, which will lead to faster results. We have 20 plus shows with a reach of over 80,000. We'll give you commercial ads, website link, and connections to nonprofit organizations. So get your brand ready for digital monetization, for we are looking for sponsors, which will bring more traffic to your business and ultimately mean more sales. So let's bring the world to you. Inquire now.
John is an employee at one of the most famous firms in the city of New York, so his job is very hectic, and he realized that it is necessary for him to go and finally take a vacation. But he went on a vacation without planning out the details, and wasn't able to truly enjoy where he went because he had to think about so many things that he didn't plan for. Instead of enjoying his time away from work, he came back with more stress that he was not able to take full advantage of his vacation. But this year, a coworker suggested him to try World Ventures this time to make his vacationing more enjoyable and less stressful. They do not require you to plan anything outside of your transportation, which is also available at discounted rates. Your stay, your transport, and many meals are planned by the club. John liked the idea very much. He tries World Ventures, and his experience with the club was amazing, as he made many friends there with whom he had a great time. John recommends that everyone should try this club, as they are the best in business. See how the VIP-vacation-club.com can give you the right experience without all the hassle. Enjoy the VIP experience that only World Ventures provide.
Listen, check it. Try to build a bridge, instead I burned it down. I tried to lift him up, but found me beaten down to the ground.
Traditional TV is going away. Hollywood is starting to fade. Good morning, Las Vegas. It's time to
Here's your host, Pureza and Tammy, Terrell.
Hello, thank you for coming back with us. I hope you guys enjoyed the whole hour of commercial. And by the way, this is the Rise and Shine, and my friend Tammy Terrell right here. And you already know me. I'm the beautiful Maria.
She is gorgeous.
Oh, you are gorgeous, woman.
Shut up.
No, you.
We are pretty. We are your pretty hosts today.
Yes.
And
so,
we're making sure that any woman that is out there, and men as well, to know your worth. So maybe that's the, like, of the show. Is, like, just knowing your worth.
yes.
The universe right now is pretty crazy. Everything's in peril. So you cannot afford to make mishaps or missteps. Because every single step that you take has to be calculated.
I think I need a drink on that.
Okay? So just cherish as many people, but also be really aware of the people that are around you. Don't be afraid to hurt their feelings. Don't be afraid to ask the questions that you should ask on the first and second date, but she'll choose to ask 6 months later, and they'll be like, "What?
Yeah.
You're not the person I wanted." Don't do that.
Yeah, I did.
Don't, you know.
I did that on my 7-day relationship. So I skipped the questions in the beginning, and then it came up. All the questions that I should have been asking in the beginning showed up in the 7th day, and I am really big on goals.
Mm-hmm.
So I love to ask people's goals. What is their path along the way in 5 years or 10 years? And I didn't ask that. And on the 7th day and the 8th day that I broke up, beating up myself. That's why these questions are important in the
Yes.
beginning.
We need to create a checkbox. And I think everybody needs to have a mental checkbox, but also more importantly is to write it down.
Yep.
Because whatever you're expecting from that person, you also need to check those boxes
And
too.
you have to ask them too.
Yeah.
It's really like when we are talking about communication, I think that's a part of the communication. That's the beginning of the communication. Hey, so why do you like me? What do you love about me? And what do you hate about me?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't just ask the sugar coating questions. Ask the real deal.
Yep.
So I don't have a makeup right now. Which one is better?
There it is. Like, literally, here's the trick. And I've learned this is a trick. So I might get in trouble for
You
this.
believe her. You trust her instinct because you know what? She's married 3 times.
Yep.
So she knows.
And the man I've been with now is husband number 4. We've been together 6 years.
Yeah,
So
there you go. She knows.
what you do, any man and woman, I came out the room, and for a black woman, this is sacrilegious. But I said, we're not going to have sex until our 3rd date. And that was
I
about
have 90-day
2 weeks.
rule.
Yeah, girl, you better than me. I can't hold back if I like you. But I said, that's my 3-day rule. I've had that since I was 22. And the 3rd date, what they get this on the first 2 dates, like, oh, the hair and the makeup. The 3rd date, I come out the bathroom, I say, okay, we going to get it on, daddy. Like, I come out and my wig is off. I got my afro going, no makeup. And if his dick still get hard, we got a thing.
We got a thing. We're gonna
We
move
got
on.
a thing.
Now you're moving up to the level 2, 3.
Girlfriend, it is a thing, and I think every woman should do that.
Yeah.
If your dude is attracted to you when you meet him, and then you finally decide you're gonna go forward with the sexual aspect, you be just butt naked. And naked in the face, naked in the mind and the soul.
Everything.
And just expose
Like the walls
yourself.
is going down.
And if he got okay, well, give him another chance. But if he just like, nope, like, why eyelashes out? Why makeup out? That's not the dude, because he's looking at the person that you made yourself to be, not who you are.
He is looking for the decoration.
Yeah, there you go. And you are not a Christmas tree, girl.
Yes, no,
You
you're
are not a Christmas tree.
You're not. You're gonna love me the way this is what you get. That's what you have to do. I am all for that. It's really hard, especially in Vegas nowadays. Is everybody is just like fat. All this. Yeah, but
Booty
anyways.
shorts, long hair, long fake eyelashes, everything, the works. So they could have all that fake stuff. Who is she when she takes off all of that? Because if she's lying to you in the face with all the makeup and the fake, girl, I can't stand these Bambi eyelashes. They go all the way up here.
Oh gosh, I don't like those.
And,
I never wear any fake eyelashes anyway. And you know what? I don't have boobs. And somebody offered me for free. It's a doctor. It's a surgeon. Well, he likes me. That's why he wanted to put boobs in my boobs. Yeah. Like I don't have boobs, and people are telling me you should. I said no. This is me. God gave this to me. You like it or not? I have 2 babies.
Look.
So what?
I'd rather have small boobs than big old boobs. You know how hard it is to get a bra on or to find a bra my size? I'd just be slumped over. Be thankful. I'd rather have, let's try
I love this.
Freaky Friday. I'd rather have your titties.
No, I
than
love
you have
mine.
Okay.
No, I love mine. I'm not changing this.
If anybody out there wants a Freaky Friday, I would take a girl with small boobs than a big boobs.
No, I love mine. I don't care.
When I'm 20 years from now, they're going to be to my belly button.
I remember I used to call these raisins. My raisins.
Get your raisin on, girl.
Yeah, raisins is good. You know, I mean, you like it or not. If you like somebody who has big boobs, go with the big boobs. If you want somebody who is always wearing makeup, go to the one who's wearing makeup. Or if you like somebody who has big butts, then go get somebody with big butts. That's it. Yeah. Don't come to me if you don't like me. Why come to me? It's because I'm smart? No, I'm not giving you this intellectual, honey. It's mine.
Oh, girl. That's it. That's correct.
Yeah.
So it is the initial attraction that is very physically like demanding on every single person that's around. But I want to see you in a onesie with no makeup, your hair pulled down.
It's very important, girls.
It really is.
Show who really you are. Who really are you? Well, am I saying it right?
No, you're saying it right in many different ways. But you're saying it right.
Show the real you, because if they don't like that person, honey, that's the wrong person.
Yep.
Even though how good look, I don't know. Oh yeah, I can go about this over and over, but you know what? I wanna actually talk about keeping up with the kids with Tammy Terrell.
All right.
Do you have anything?
I do, actually. So I can't go too much into this conversation, but we didn't have our show last week because I was dealing with CPS. So
what's on CPS? Tell us about it.
CPS, yeah, it's a Child Protective Services.
Oh no, what I mean is what happened.
Oh, well, I can just give you a little bit. My neighbors, we've been in our community for about 2 years, and I found out that the little girl who's 6, her brothers between the ages of 7 and 11 have been molesting her. Girl.
No.
When I tell you we couldn't do the show this week, that's what I meant. And I had to threaten the parents and everybody that, you know.
By the way, she is all about kids, and she actually helps a lot of family in town. So.
I do.
So yeah,
the homeless, the kids, everybody deserves it.
And she's
just
big
because
on
you
this
have
one.
a grown-up body does not mean you're still not a kid. But there's a difference between, you know, emotionally being unavailable versus now there's little children. They can go out there and get a job and not have to deal with roaches. That house was so infested with roaches. We bought them an AC unit. We bring them groceries. We buy them clothes.
She has a good heart. She has a big heart. This woman, that's the reason why she's sitting down on our morning show right now, is because I just see that heart. And you know what? She helps me. When she said she's gonna be there, she's there, and it's just amazed me. I love doing business with you, woman, and I love kids. You know, I have kids. I've been a kid before, and I have 12 or 13 now, 13 nieces and nephews, and they all call me mom. That's how much I love kids. I can actually set aside my happiness for all these kids. Oh, yeah. That's why I'm with you. Bring me to your journey about helping these kids, because I would love to. Oh, that's a drink for that?
Mama, you are still a kid. You will always be one.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
And that's what we all forget. We think that when we get older that we're going to know everything, and we're not. And as soon as we start looking at all of us as we have adult bodies.
But we are kids.
We are kids. Well, we just have to know the difference between the fact that you can go to work every day and figure it out. 6 to 11 cannot. Right? Yeah. Right? So we take care of them until they can get to an age where, like, they're growing, but mentally stuff's not going to be working. But yeah, I found out her little brothers were touching her, and I gave the parents an option, and I said, you got 2 options here. Either those kids come to my house, or I call the cops. And they all decided, since they all have criminal histories, that they would they'd allow me to take the kids. So I took her.
So you took the kids.
Mm-hmm.
So where did you? So they're in your house.
They were in my house. Now here's where I got in trouble. Here's why I had to call CPS. And y'all can, if anybody's listening and you guys know, I did something that I kind of feel bad about, but I don't. She has 4 little brothers. They all touched her. She's 6, and they're all between 7 and 11.
Oh, for the love of God.
Now, everybody in the household, there's 5 other adults who live, and they all knew she was being touched for 3 years. I didn't know that because I just moved into the neighborhood. Look, wait a minute. This is how CPS got called. Because those little boys kept wanting to come over and hang out there, and I said, no. But they said, we want to spend the night at your house. I said, okay, you can come spend the night at my house. And I let everybody else, adults know, these are your options. Now, I get to take the boys too, but since you guys haven't done a well enough job, because I know you can't spank your kids, but they trust me, so they can come to my house, and I'm going to let them know they can never do this again. Or else I'm calling the cops. They said, okay, well, you can have the boys. So I took the boys to my back room, because we got a big house, and I put them all in the same bed, and I said, so do you guys know why you're here? They said, yes. And I said, it's because you were touching your sister, and they said, okay. I said, you promise to never do it again. I didn't see truth or sincerity in their eyes. So I said, okay, well, if you're going to be here, and you guys love being at my house, they call it Disneyland. So I said, while you're in this back room, there is a ghost named Kyle. And Kyle is a really nice ghost. But if little boys are lying about touching their little sister, Kyle's going to get you. And they said, no, we'll never do it again. I said, well, then just go into the bathroom. And when you go into the bathroom, I'm going to shut the door. And if you meet Kyle, it's because you're lying. But if you're not lying, you won't get to meet Kyle. So we gave him a flashlight, put him in the fucking bathroom, and let him sit there for 10 minutes. One of the kids broke out the bathroom window. Girlfriend, it was a crazy. Let us out. We don't want to meet Kyle. And I let him out the bathroom. They came running. We'll promise we'll never gonna do it again. And then the grandmother came over and all this stuff. And then I said, well, you know what? If you don't want the kids to be here, then I'm gonna have to call the cops. Because if you think what I did to those little boys, if this was my day and age, they should have got their ass whooped.
Yep.
And they should have been grounded for months.
Yes.
Months.
Yes.
Just like, oh, you see your friends running around outside and they don't get to have fun? Neither do you.
Yeah.
Neither do you because of what you've done for years.
Wow.
So I gave them 15 minutes
To figure
out of the 3 years that they gave her the hellish experience on earth by abusing her. And then and then the mother came over and she's a drug addict, so she was like, you can't make my boys feel scared. I said, well, what about that little girl?
Yeah. Why are you thinking about your boys? How about that little girl?
What about the little girl?
Yeah. Don't you have an equal love for all these kids?
Right? No, they all have different daddies. There's 5 kids with all different daddies. This is not somebody, girl.
My God, I am mad right now. I am furious.
Oh, I want to spank their little booties, but you can't. But I gave them a little taste of their medicine because you know what? Every time they hear the name Kyle, which is a common name, they can go. But I had to worry about it because I CBS, I had the interviews and stuff, and I was like, if I have to go to jail for what y'all would consider child abuse, because they consider child abuse if you yell at your kid too loud.
Yes.
They consider that. So I was like, you can take me to jail. I ain't never been to jail. I haven't even had a ticket in 15 years. Come on with it.
Yeah.
But them little boys being in a room with a ghost, if you're honest and you promise to never, Kyle ain't gonna mess with you. Those boys were not honest and they freaked out and nothing happened. They had a flashlight in my bathroom and I just shut the door behind them and set a timer, 15 minutes. They lost their freaking. They lost their minds.
Okay, I love how you did that because let me tell you my story about my. Okay, I was married before and I have a stepchild, the same age as my son. Mm-hmm. So they are, I believe they're 11 at the time. So they fight. These 2 boys fight for small things because they're kids, right?
Yeah, right.
So, anyways, you know what I do? I lock them inside the room without cell phone, without TV, without anything. Just sit down out there until they fix their problem. I said, I'm not fixing your issues together. Get inside that room without anything and no games, nothing, not PS1 at the time, and everything, nothing, just sitting down there bored. And then I said, when you guys talk about this problem, then call me, I'll open the door.
Right.
I used to do that all the time.
Girl, it works.
And it works. It works.
It works. They do that in corporate. Like, you guys can't figure it out. Well, you've got 3 days. And then what do you have to do? Sit in a room with somebody you freaking hate, and you have to figure out a solution. Right? And if you can't spank them, you can't yell at them, you give them a little taste of their own medicine.
Yeah.
And you allow their imagination.
No, I love how you did it.
Their imaginations get to run wild, right?
Yeah.
Because this ghost named Kyle, if you're honest and you're never going to do it, he's not going to bother you. But if you're lying and you're going to keep doing it, he could do whatever he wants to, right?
Yep.
Like, just allowing their own imaginations.
Yep.
And so...
I know what I needed now.
It's incredibly crazy. So, if you see something, you better say something, because like I said, I've known that something like this was happening for a while, and I chose to go the personal route to be like, well, I could provide a safe space. Let me try that first before I get everybody to go to jail. But I was left with no choice at that point. Then I went through the CPS system. What did
the CPS told you?
CPS is shit.
Yeah.
So if CPS is watching right now, CPS was shit. First of all, they had us in the room with all of the parents and the kids, which you're not supposed to do, right? It's supposed to be anonymous.
Yes.
But then the mother, who was guilty of everything, who knew, the little girl came up to us, me and my husband, we're sitting in there, we're giving our testimony, we're sitting in the hallway, and she comes up to us and she says, I really want to be with you. And I said, honey, I want you to be with us too. And then she said, but I can't tell the truth because mommy said I can't.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh,
and they allowed that little girl to go through every interview with her abusive mother sitting right next to her. And I said, what?
Oh God.
What? Girlfriend, look, so...
Now I'm sad. Now I'm more furious.
Girl, I have been upset, up the fuck set. Because I had no idea, and I thought those kids would be protected after there was some sort of... And at least interview them alone so they could have the opportunity, right? And it's the job of the detectives to make the kids feel comfortable, maybe give them a snack or something. This little girl had been abused so bad that she has kidney failure because the UTI that she has from being touched is giving her kidney failure.
Now I'm mad. I'm literally mad.
I was the one who took her to the doctor's office. I was the one who gave her the piss test. I did all that.
You see,
and they're still at that house. So if anybody is watching and investigating, I want the whole world to know the CPS ain't about shit. I'm not saying go over there and start killing people or anything, but if you see something, you have a right. You have to go over there and you make your demands, because those people did not want to get in trouble. So I took those kids from them.
You know, this is the thing is, this girl will grow up knowing that she's been abused, and not a lot of people actually take that bad experience in their life to turn it into a positive thing.
Right.
You don't know what this girl's future will bring with this bad experience. And as adults is actually to protect our kids, no matter what, they're boys, they're girls. But then if you see that I want to beat that mom's ass.
Ooh,
right
girl,
now.
I be trying to. Ooh, you don't even know. When the cops came and they were like, do you want? No, I said I'm gonna stand outside while y'all go talk to him. I want her to see my face, and she was throwing stuff up in the ground. She was freaking out, and I'm just calm, just sitting in the back, just down the street.
I want to beat her
Girlfriend,
ass.
it was the craziest thing, and then to go through the whole system experience.
It is just literally, actually, I am really, really upset right now. I'm upset.
Girl, they have more, that kids don't have food, everything is spoiled. There are 9 people that live in a 1-bedroom house.
How can you live in that one?
4 adults, 5 kids.
In 1-bedroom house, and you still have your kid being abused. How that fucking happened? Oh, sorry to those sponsor. No, this is sponsor, because I'm just mad. That is not right. I want this actually to be. I need CPS. I need to talk to you.
Girlfriend, you come over to my house for a little bit and just see. I had to get this little girl her appointment, her ultrasound. The doctors gave me all her documentation because they already knew the family and knew they weren't going to do anything. So when I tell you somebody should get in trouble, the doctors should get in trouble because they gave me all her paperwork. The grandmother was sitting right there and they didn't even talk to her. They just handed me all her stuff.
I need an attorney about this, please.
Don't even talk about that because I've already been looking.
I need an attorney for this. We're gonna freaking sue the CPS.
You don't even know how serious this not.
No, I know. I'm already getting into this.
Girl,
hey,
we have the worst educational system. We're number 3 out of all of the states for foster care, CPS, education. We're the worst. We have all this money coming in for gambling, right?
Everything
Prostitution. We have more money than is necessary. But what we can't do is make sure that these kids have a safe space or an education, to be honest.
I'm calling all my sponsors and anybody who's watching this right now that we gotta have to do something about this kid because I know that I'm not allowed to say more than other things, but I am looking for we're looking for an attorney. We're looking for somebody who actually is listening right now to refer us to somebody, refer this kid to something because I put up social media shows to be a real deal in the internet, and I am constantly helping people and to actually be the person they are, and I think it's about time to make a move like this one because it's just saddened my heart, and I know I don't know how to cry, but if I am a cry, I'm gonna
now you
cry.
making me cry.
You
keep talking and talk. Now I gotta go wipe my face off.
Yeah.
I cry too much.
And this is not a good thing. Let's actually, we all talk about different things. We actually say help for everything else, but this kid right now here in Las Vegas need our help. She needs our help. CPS is not helping. The mother is not helping. And there's only one person, which is my co-host Tammy, who's trying to help, but she got in trouble. The mother came, called the cops on her, and I think that's not right. I think she's just trying to help. She has a good heart, and I don't like this. I am really, really saddened. How many more things like I'm calling Tamia though, domestic violence person who help things like this. I need you to actually step into this one, and then all those government officials do something about this. This is not right. I am not letting this go. It is not right. So you gotta have to do something about this. This is not cool. And this is a young girl, 6-year-old young girl. Oh my God.
4 boys touching her. Lord knows what's happening with
you have the doctor things, right?
Yeah, no, I've got all the documentation. She's got blood in her urine, kidney failure in one area. The parents didn't want to take any account. I did all her x-ray appointments. I listened to her one night after I found out she was being touched. I said, she's mine now for the next 7 days. She needs a break. The house is infested beyond...
She is 6 years old, woman.
Roaches beyond belief. No fresh food. I've taken care of those kids every single day for almost 2 years, me and my husband. They're at our house from the moment they wake up to the moment they go to sleep. And the days where we're busy, they're over there. Stuff like this is happening because it doesn't happen at our house. When that little girl looked at me, she said, I want you and Brian to be my mommy and daddy because my mommy hates me. It broke me down. I said, you can stay here. I'll protect you from your brothers. So when them little motherfuckers came over and they said they wanted to have a sleepover, and I said, you guys know why you're not welcome. But if you want to be here, come on in. Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a little story about what happens to little boys who touch their siblings, their little sister. Oh, well. And that's when I had to call CPS because the mother was like, you told them a scary story. You scared my kids. And
How about
Those
the
are not
girl?
children. Those are demons. That's evil incarnate. Because if you think what I did, because if this was back in the day, they should have got their ass spanked. Because I used to get my ass spanked for any little thing. But
Big time.
the last good generation was now all of a sudden if your kid goes to school and they say, oh, my mom yelled at me, now you get CPS called. This is a house where CPS not only should have been called, but that kid, all of them should have been removed immediately. And the CPS worker came into my house and she said the house is not livable. Here we are 5 days later, they're still there. But she said the house is not livable. The cops that went in there, 4 cops, dude had to call for backup because I said there's a bunch of meth heads in there. He said, okay, he called for backup. He went in there. They were in there for 2 minutes, came back out and said, whoa. I said, And they're still there. So the system is broken. And it's broken beyond belief. And while we as adults, we now have to figure out ways to find love and write down lists, those kids don't have that option. It's up to us as the adults to step in to change things. And so if you guys are out there and you're watching, go to your city council. I mean, there are ways that you can help that you've never even imagined. And if you're out there and you're a single parent, there's the Apple Bank, which is a great place where your kids, if you can't feed them, because those kids never had any fresh food, everything was spoiled. There's the Apple Bank where you can get weekend meals and afternoon meals, so dinner. If you have to give them crackers for lunch, we understand that. But there are places, the Apple Bank will provide food for your children. The After School All-Star Program, so it's called ASAS, will take your children for 4 to 5 hours after school hours, so anytime after 2, and they can be there. They will have the opportunity to play sports. They can sit in color, they can paint, and they will be given a meal. And this is all free. So do not feel like you are alone in these situations where you're a single parent or you feel like you don't have enough money to give your kids these educational situations. There's one more. readaloud.org. That is a really beautiful thing where I know your kids, everybody has a smartphone. They like to be watching their TikTok and stuff. But just to mandate an hour at a time, readaloud.org allows you to connect with your kid for an hour where you read a sentence and they read a sentence. And if they can't pronounce a word, then they're given the pronunciation on how they can. So it's a beautiful experience, especially because COVID has hit and the kids were not even able to really have that educational setup anymore. So just prepare them for when they're able to get back to school. And if you need help, there are resources, and you call 211. And this is in every state. So if you're watching anywhere in the United States, just call 211. As for Children's Services, and then it's not the same as CPS, but it's Children's Services, and they will let you know where you can get free food, where you can get clothes, where you can get school supplies, where you can get tutors if your kids are, defunct and their current grade, so that they get held back. There's so support.
Yes. Well, thank you for that. That is
Live video interrupted. Oh, we're back. Okay.
We're back. But anyways, guys, we have 30 minutes to left over for our show. Yeah, I know it's really, really hard, but when you are a responsible parent, you can do anything.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had 2 kids only. Right now they have a very good job. My son is executive chef.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, excuse me. My daughter graduated psychology and she's going for her master's. Or no, doctorate actually. She wanna go to university to teach. And let me tell you, it's never been an easy journey for me. But I gotta have to put my foot down because first of all, I never took any drugs in my life. Yes, I drink, but I'm not, I don't drink.
You're not an alcoholic, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not alcoholic. I have my bachelor degree in different studies, and I own my own business. What the hell? Somebody is
So she's got successful children right now, guys. And basically when you are an attentive parent and what you're not realizing, you don't everybody that I know right now is like shoving stuff into their kids' faces. Well, I'm gonna buy you a new iPad. I'm gonna buy you all this stuff. And then they destroy it the next day, right? And you're like, where's your Nerf gun bullets? And they're just like, we lost them all. They're not gonna remember how many gifts you brought them. They're not gonna necessarily remember that they wanted the Transformer toy on Christmas and you got it. What they are gonna remember is when you lay down in bed and you're like, ugh, mommy or daddy are tired. And they're like, can you please read us a bedtime story? It's their favorite. They are gonna remember every single time you read them a bedtime story. They are gonna remember that when it was really hot outside and the AC broke, that you guys decided to go to the water park. They're going to remember those things. So you can keep shoving a bunch of toys and gifts in front of their faces. They're never, ever going to remember that or appreciate it because it is what you can give. And that's more than any gift that you could ever buy. Money does not buy happiness.
Nope.
Ever. It is your attention, and they're looking for that. So give that to them. And then they'll grow up one day, and they'll give it to somebody else. So, like your kids, you gave them attention.
Yep.
And now that's what they're in school for, and that's what they're graduating, to give attention and help other people.
You know, put your kids first before anything else. That's very, very important. That's what I did for the last well, I'm a single mom forever. Well, not really because I was married. But then there my husband was actually an alcoholic. So technically I'm a single mom forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I gave my full attention, give everything I could to my kids, and now I am very happy mom. Like they take care of me now. They're like, Mom, we take care of you. Imagine my daughter just bought me
8 days of my
She is, yeah, I know. She is 19-year-old. Can you imagine a 19-year-old giving the mom much vacation that she needed? I would say that because it's 3 years that I've been doing this for myself and having a 3 hours sleep for 2.5 years probably. 3 hours sleep for 2.5 years building social media shows. So no one can come to me and said, I help you build this company. No, sweetheart. Because I have people came to me actually. Not one, not two. A lot of people like, I help you build. I said, no. Do you know anything behind the camera? No. So no, you didn't build anything. You came in front of the camera. I filmed you. I did all the work. All you did is to be pretty like me.
And show up. They just showed up. They just
show up and then go.
Yeah.
So I said no. Nobody had helped me. And you see, when I started this, it's actually showing my kids that hard work pays off. That's the I'm not showing them that, hey, you're gonna go and build your business when it's not working for 3 years, you're gonna give up. What I show them is hard work pays off.
Perseverance.
Perseverance. So when you become a parent that's responsible, not irresponsible, your
life stops at that point.
When you have kids,
begins.
you know your kid has to be your priority no matter what. Especially women. When you're a single mom, there's a lot of 100 million things that's coming to you, at you. Not to you, at you. Guys, jobs, opportunities. You're gonna actually sacrifice a lot of those things. That's what I did. I sacrificed so many things. That's why now I'm trying to get that back. And I think it's not too late because I see it all coming at once. Having this by one woman company, having all this fabulous handsome successful men coming at me, and then at the same time it's friends. I think that's you see, when you sacrifice something, you're looking on the bigger picture.
You get it back, girl.
Yeah,
You get
you
it back.
don't expect those, because you think when you're at that moment, I've been into hell with my kids. I'm telling you that it's not easy, and you gotta have to put your foot down. I kick out my son. I kick out my daughter 2 times in my house. I send my daughter to jail, just to. And when you send your kids to jail, it can make them or break them.
Yep.
And you know what I did is I hope for the best. I prayed. I said, God, I hope this is not to break her. Please make this as a good thing. After that, after I pick her up the next day, it's like a 12-hour or something. I pick her up. They call me and, hey, pick up your daughter. I pick her up, and she's the most furious girl I ever seen in my life at that moment. But I still put my foot down at that moment, and I told her, you can get out the car now and do whatever you do. And she didn't get out. She started breaking. She started crying.
And there it is.
After that moment,
Yes.
it's all beautiful coming out. Everything was beautiful. Since then, she has graduated. Every now and then I still scold her, and she said, Mom, I am 19 years old. I think that if you're smart, Mommy, you taught me how to be smart in life. I'm smart now. So I trust every decision that she makes now. Because, see, you plant the seeds, women.
Yeah.
You plant the seed, parents.
That's true.
There's no easy way in this life. You already know. If you're a parent now, if you're maybe 30 and above or 40 and above, you know that when you planted that seeds, and for those younger parent that listening, you plant the seeds, and you know what, you're gonna reap them off afterwards. You either make the decision now to sacrifice, or you make the decision to suffer after.
Yeah. Well, they say you reap what you sow. And it made no freaking sense when my mother would say that when I was growing up. Now that I'm in my 30s, it was absolutely true. What I sown, what my mother allowed me to, her seeds, there are repercussions and consequences for everything you do. And I was like, I can't even spell consequence. I'm 8. As soon as I got old enough and I knew what that meant, it has followed me in through a path of just like, understanding everything that you do, good or bad, you're dropping seeds into the ground, and it's going to grow, period, no matter what it is. And you just have to make sure that your intentions are pure, and you allow everything else to just grow around you. And sometimes you're going to have weeds, sometimes you're going to have sunflowers. You pick your flower, and then know that there are going to be weeds growing around you to try to suck the moisture out of the flower that you are supposed to be.
Yep.
And once you realize your kid is that flower, you are responsible for nourishing their soil until they are old enough to do it on their own. But until then, it's your responsibility. So if you have a kid and they're 14 and they're failing, it's your fault. It is not their fault, it's your fault. Because they can change it. Kids are they're like ghosts in the night. Sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. You can change that. You just have to care. You have to have that attentive process.
Oh, yes, I love that you said that, because I used to tell this to my kids. Every time I scold them or something I said or did that they don't like, I always said, go back in the room, and I said, I just want to let you know, no matter what, I love you.
There it is.
I always go there, I love you. You see, you keep on planting that seeds that you're doing this, but then you still love them.
Yep.
And that's, my daughter actually had planted that in her mind, no matter what. I remember my daughter used to sneak out from her room, right? And I don't even know that she's sneaking out every night. Not every night, I don't know. But one time we turned on the alarm earlier than normal, and that's what we figured out.
Oh, you heard this? That's what you found out? That's crazy.
So anyways, I think my daughter, every time my daughter actually, this is what she does. I go to work because I'm a single mom. I need to actually make some money. to keep us going. So every time she is knocked out or get out from the house or get some place that I didn't agree for her to go, she always called me and said, I just want to let you know I am in this place. Even if she mad and I'm mad, right? She still calls. She's like, okay, these are the people that I am with. Take picture of the people, send it to me. And send me the location. No matter what. No matter what. Because she knows that I am doing those things in the back of her mind, even though she is kind of like rebelling, it's still she knows that because I love her. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. She never actually disappoint me with that. By the way, you don't want me to go to this friend's house, but I am here. Here's the address.
They're going to do what they're going to do. They just have to know that when something happens, they're going to come to you first.
Yes.
You know, just at a certain age, they're going to freak out.
Yeah.
Somebody
told me that. Somebody told me that. Actually, I am a very, very strict mom and doesn't want my kids to go certain places. I have to know who are their friends are. And then one person, my ex-boyfriend for 8 years actually told me, listen, your kids are growing up. I know the Filipino tradition is like this, but you have to understand that you're in the U.S. and kids are growing up, and you gotta have to have a really open mind for them growing up, because you know what? You've been there too. That's exactly what I got.
It's a reminder,
Which
because
is true.
all of our parents were shit kids, and we have shitty things when we get. It's a natural part of it.
Yeah, it is a part of life.
Yes, it is
a part of life that when we grow up, these kids growing up, they are curious because they're smart. They're curious. They want to try things. Mm-hmm. You know, the thing is, when I grew up, when I was young, when I was teenager, my dad is going to freaking kill anybody around me. So I gotta have to actually be in place all the time. Mm-hmm. I remember my dad by 6 p.m. at night, I gotta be home. Otherwise, everybody will be killed. No, just kidding. Not exactly, but
same thing. When the street lights come on, your ass better be. Yep.
Yeah, you gotta be at home. Mm-hmm. 6 o'clock sharp, because 6 o'clock is dinner back in the Philippines. 6 o'clock is dinner, so you gotta be there at the dinner table. Otherwise, first of all, you're not gonna get food. They're gonna eat them all. Second of all, you're gonna be. When I was younger, the punishment is really brutal. You know what I mean?
Did you guys get spanked too?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just like us. We got spanked. We had to pick the switch off for the tree.
Yeah.
So we had to go out there and pick the branch that
it's
was
not only that
spanked.
It's not only spank. After you get spanked, you also get punished with household chores or something. I remember back in the Philippines, we actually get our drinking water from the well. So you literally put that bucket. Okay. Oh my God, this is really fun. The bucket, you go in the well, probably 1 mile away from home. So you're gonna go on the with the bucket, 2 buckets, okay? And then that bucket you put on the wall to get that water, and then you need to do this, and then put it on your own bucket and carry that bucket home. That's how freaking hard it was. And then if you're in trouble, you're gonna have to fill up all the jars in the house by yourself. No help from your siblings. You are in trouble.
Crazy good.
It is good. And kids take away the phone and grounded. They think that's hard.
Right?
No,
they have no idea.
You guys, I was telling my kids, and my kids doesn't believe me, and I'm like, okay, ask your grandma.
Well, we came, and you had a harder generation than I did, but at the same time, I feel like my generation was the last generation where when your mother looked at you and said, put it down, and then go get me the switch off the tree, like you couldn't go to jail for spanking your kids. Because talk to me, she'd sit me down and she'd say, okay, Tamisha, do you know why you're in trouble? And I go, yeah. And she'd go, tell me. And if I didn't tell her the right thing, she'd be like, well, I'm going to tell you. You got in trouble because your ass ain't supposed to be stealing candy from the grocery store. Now, you understand why you're not supposed to do that? And I'd be like, yeah. And she'd be like, all right, let's just make sure. And then I get a spanking. And I still know more because there is a sentence and then there is a punctuation mark at the end of the sentence. And the punctuation mark at the end of the sentence was, Do you understand why you're not supposed to do this? And then there was a spanking. And that was the period at the end of the sentence. That was the exclamation mark. That's it. And I was like, I'll never do it again. You can't do that anymore. So you have to get really creative.
To be kind of something like that.
Yeah, and it's coming across where they're not even allowing you to raise your voice at your kids.
Yeah.
But when I believe in it, people think that when he said you have to stone your children, he didn't actually mean go out there and grab a rock and beat your kid up. He meant, when he said stone them, he meant to stop them in their tracks. They turn into stone, like, when mommy said stop, he,
oh, yes.
That's what he meant.
Wow,
and
yeah.
then you proceed to let them know, these are the rules. These are the qualifications.
Yep.
If you do it again, I will take you over to juvie hall, and you can enjoy your 23 hours of solitude and 1 hour of recess, because that's where you're headed, and that's as far as you can go now with them.
Yeah, that's what I did. I gotta have to do it at that moment with my daughter. So I'm like, when you punish your kid, and I understand why even my parents before that when they punish us with my siblings, I think it's breaking their heart, because that's what happened to me. Yeah. My heart is torn into two, like literally when I send her to, because I don't know what is the outcome of this.
What's gonna happen, right?
Yeah, and it's just I didn't sleep the whole night until Juvenile actually called me to pick up my daughter. I think that's the longest that we actually separated in a real life kind of thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but you did what you had to do.
Yeah.
They had to know the other side of it. And I don't think kids understand, or parents do, that there's only so much that you can do in the home. But if they continue with these actions, they become adults and they do those actions too. Jail is worse.
Yes.
Juvie is worse.
You're saving your kid actually from when they become adults. Yeah. You're saving them for things. Yeah.
No, and that family I just told you about, they said, well, maybe they need to go to juvie. And I said, I think you guys need to go to juvie. Yeah. I think you guys need to go to jail. The kids leave them alone. They're a victim of their circumstances.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
That's why I am, I cannot even actually think about the kids, but I'm just, you see, this is the thing when you are freaking a drug addict, okay? That's why I never put that in my body, because I'm already crazy. How much more if I go? I might be freezing crazy. Yeah, that's why I turned down all my friends who's trying to offer me what do you call it now? I never.
Marijuana?
I never, because I said they're like, no, this will calm you down, but I don't know what's the outcome with me. I might be going crazy. I might be, I'm trying to actually not focus on men. I might be going and obsessing with men.
Well, I'll let you know in drugs. If it's white, it ain't right. And not because it's racist. You don't want that cocaine. You don't want them pharmaceutical pills. Crack cocaine or crack. Like, that's white. Don't fuck with none of that. But
when it's white, Lord, it's not right.
The Lord did put... marijuana is just plant. Now, I haven't smoked in years. So it is a plant. And if you smoke it, you might get a little funny.
But they said they have different things. They have something that makes you sleep, makes you a little bit energetic, make you probably better in sex, something like that. That's what they said.
Well, I mean, they add stuff onto it, but if you just get it the way that it's...
What did they add?
Yeah, well, they mixed some plants together. Look, it's like if you took a dandelion and a lily, and then all of a sudden you have a dandalily. Like, that's basically what marijuana is this plant naturally grows, and then these people keep mixing. They're like, this is cryptochronic mixed, purple ochre, whatever. I do believe in this planet that God provides everything that we need.
Yep, I agree with that.
Anything that He did not provide, i.e. pharmaceuticals, crack cocaine. I mean, these are derivatives of things that are of this planet, but you now have to add rat poisoning and crazy. If it works for you, do it. Because I drink. Everybody's got to have a quiet place.
Me too, I drink.
A quiet place.
Drink is good.
As long as you're not hurting people, have your quiet place.
I love my drinking because somebody told me that every time I drink, I am very honest. I said, no, I still know how to actually make sure that I don't give all my secrets. Because when I drink, I know what I'm saying. No matter what, if I'm kind of little bit more honest, with this, I'm honest all the time. What they're trying to see is the things that secret.
It's
the
true, though.
The secret. You see, that's my secret coming
Your
out.
filter.
Yeah,
Your filter slow. The more you drink, the more your filter goes off, and then all of a sudden, you're like, I have no filter. Shake it, and that's. I think people need that. It's again, it's a biblical thing.
Yeah, it is.
So
taking your hair down and just have fun.
Mm-hmm.
I think, I think that's very important, especially when is in my scenario is I work so hard until 2 a.m. in the morning. I've been working until 2 a.m. I've been on phone call until 1 a.m. today, and then I still have to wake up 5 a.m. So that's my night all the time. I think I love the idea that I've been invited. Oh, we're going
tonight.
Yeah.
We talked about that.
Do I have the? Oh yes, I do have it. Okay, let's show that really quick. By the way, because
we're going to a show tonight. Are we gonna do any recording for that?
No, we are just.
We're just going.
Yeah, let me show that.
Because we're besties in real life,
yeah,
and we also are gonna hang out.
Yes, and we gonna drink as well. Kevin, where's Kevin? There you go. Alrighty. I don't have his. I wish I pull up his what do you call that now? Logo, but we have oh my god, this is gonna be really cool because I'm scared. We are actually invited to see Mr. Kevin Lepin. He actually perform every Tuesday at the Four Seasons Hotel. It's a big it's a 5-star hotel, darling. So it's not a small deal. So Kevin Lepin is they call it Hypnosis Unleashed.
Why does that sound familiar?
Oh my
God. You're gonna get called on stage, right?
I honestly do. I think he's gonna call me on stage.
I think he is too.
I have a strong feeling. I hope he's not because I'm scared to death.
Well, no, you have that face. Like, there's a lot of I've been pulled on. I've seen Blue Man Group. Like, the smiley you are, they're like, that person's gonna have enough face to where people in the back can watch. They're gonna call you.
That's
they're
what I was
going to call you on stage.
No, I think they're not
This
just gonna call me.
Fun.
I think he already set it up when he said, "I want you to be on my show on Tuesday, and this is a ticket. Pick it up at this time, and it's already there. And bring a friend." That's why I called you yesterday.
We're doing it.
And then I'm like, in the back of my mind, it just literally I have a very strong feeling of everything, and I felt like I hope you're not putting me on stage because this is my first time gonna be seeing. For the last years of my life, I avoided this kind of show. I'm sorry, Kevin, but I'm just telling you. But I think he already had plans to put me on stage because he knows how scared I am.
No, but also your face, it's very vibrant. So, if you're on stage, people are going to be like, ooh, I'm engaged and I'm watching. You just have that face that you would want to pull on stage. Sorry, you're going to go on stage. You better enjoy it.
Oh, shut.
I'll have the popcorn in the back room.
And she's going to be laughing so hard at me.
If I could if they let us have cameras in there, I would record it. So you guys won't have to worry.
You see, I don't believe in those cards, honestly.
What cards?
Those cards when they read something.
Like tarot cards?
No, it's not that I don't believe. I am scared. I would say more
tarot
scared.
Cards?
Yeah. I'm scared. You're learning it. Now she's gonna do some Freak Out Friday with me.
Oh, yeah. Now that's what we're doing, Freak Out Friday,
I remember when I was younger, when I was a teenager, there is this person that came to our school who read palms. And then my teacher, oh my God, there you go, we are doing it.
We'll do it Friday.
So anyways,
because I do that
my
too.
teacher said, I don't know why, our teacher lined us up to go our thing, and I'm freaking out. I really said I need to use bathroom, so I skipped it. Because, first of all, I want to learn my future is, and not knowing. I want everything to be surprised, but I don't want to be surprised, right? But I don't want to know. I don't want to know about because I don't want to know who is my future husband, where I'm gonna be married, or when I'm gonna die. I don't want to know all those things. But you know what? Because we have the freak out Friday now. We are gonna be freak out tonight.
She's so cute. Okay, so that's what we're doing on Friday. We're going to have a tarot card reading, and I'm going to read her poem.
Holy cow! Okay.
Just so you guys know, I do that as well. It's a part of my
I
family
know.
history.
No.
It's my family history.
No, I know when you ask me. By the way, the only person in Las Vegas knows my birth year is this woman. Oh shit! I'm just she's not gonna tell me.
I had to force her to do it.
But I'll take that back. Well, he's not from Las Vegas, but let me tell you something. So he said that's not my. No, I trick him. I said, delete that right now on your phone, please. So he deleted it, okay? And then the next day, he said, your birth year is this. I said, I think you read it incorrectly. It's this one. So he said, oh, so it has.
Well, fortunately, the tarot and the palm readings has nothing to do with your birth year at all.
I'm glad.
We will just go through the lines. Which, if you guys are interested in any sort of ancient, I'm all about this sort of ancient history of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And this is how they would go through oh, you may get sick, and a lot of this stuff is quite accurate. And it's just as accurate as actual medicine. Medicine is 70%. You go in there, they're like, hey, we see a mass on your heart, and then you come back in later. And this happened to my grandparents, on my husband's side. Oh, we find out something is wrong with your heart, and he goes back in a couple months later, and they're like, no, we don't see anything. Everything is just,
I love this show because we can actually whisper.
Yeah, it's the rise and shine. We should call it rise and swear.
Yeah.
Sorry,
but
we
anyway.
have to be really quiet and not I don't curse like this in front of other people and kids.
Yeah.
But you basically gave us permission.
I don't like swearing. Oh my God, my kids never swear until they're 18. Once you're not 18, you cannot swear inside the house. That's my rule. I'm like, no swearing inside the house until you're 18. And I also, until my daughter becomes 18, I didn't swear inside the house. Now I'm swearing inside my house because they're already 18 and over.
Just so you know, swearing is actually a sign of intelligence. I can only say that.
Yes, it is. It is.
There's only so many words in the human language that people don't understand. But if you go, bah!
Yes.
It is a statement. So,
we are actually, this is a really fun, we never go through the segments, but you know what is very interesting what we talk about today? We talk about Lady Beats, which is a lot of things to do with self, development. I think that's very important for women and also for men, so that you are, I literally knows and I believe that men should actually step, even though how strong we are and how confident we are, you gotta have to take that extra step to make us feel good about ourselves, because even though how strong a woman is still needed. It's just like a man become a man with a woman kind of intellectuality. It's the same thing with a woman who is strong. You still need that man that will actually take care of her at the end of the day.
Right. That's not even just saying taking care of her monetarily.
Yeah,
but just emotionally. Just being
yes.
there for her.
Yeah.
Physically, if she needs to get boned down, do it. You have to know the woman that you're with and know that it's not this way, it's not that way. But each and every single woman is going to need something to help facilitate what she's doing. And if you do that for her, she's also going to know what you need.
Yeah.
And she'll facilitate that for you. But it's a lot easier because men are so simple when they're just like, I just want to play like PS4 for an hour. Like, okay, I'm gonna give you that opportunity, and I'm gonna make dinner, and I'm gonna dry your bathwater, and blah blah. They're very simple. Women are a little more difficult in the regards that we may need you physically, we may need you emotionally, we may need you knowledgeably. Either which way, you're going to have to know that it's different for each woman. But we don't need all of them. We just need that one thing at a time.
Yes.
And that's it.
Yeah, you don't have to give it all at one time.
Yeah.
And also, we also talk is very informational talk about keeping up with the kids. That's I think that for those people who is listening or who's watching right now is help us actually move this to the next level. We need an attorney. We need to save this kid. If you are in it of helping others, I think this young kid, 6-year-old kid, needed a help. And I want every single one to come together to get help for these kids and assistance for this kid. Something. Let's do something about this kid.
There's got to be more people out there who have understood this. I didn't realize how terrible the setup was for the whole CPS and these people who are supposed to step in and help. But I think now it's been exposed enough to where that help needs to transcend beyond it. So if you guys have been through these situations, if you've tried to snitch, because I call it snitching, because at the end of the day, people are like, don't tell on me. But then you have to figure out, well, now me and my husband had to put cameras in our house because these people are meth heads and they could rob us and we're worried about it. So, and now we're not anonymous. You now have to know that when you are telling these things, these are your truths, these are your visions and what's happening, that you will have to now be at your front door armed and ready.
Yep.
And that's what
and
we
you
had
are
to do.
I'm very, very proud of you. You're a tough woman and you're so brave for actually doing this extra step for this kid. And you know what, I adore you and I am behind 100% behind your back. And if I have to actually expose anything for this matter, I am gonna do it because this is, I am, this is not the show for this, but I am actually being abused when I was young. That's why I felt for this kid right now. So, yes. So we gotta have to do something for this kid. The good thing about me is I turn everything around into a positive thing, but not every single kid that goes through this kind of abuse turn into positive things. They can be a drug addict in the future. They can be,
prostitute. For
yes,
drug buddy.
or nutcracker in the future. What they call that? We don't want this to happen. Yeah. So I am asking every single person out there, and we gotta help this kid. She needs help. She needs help from you. You're watching right now. You think you're just watching me to actually be sexy and pretty right here? No, you're watching because you want to help. So go ahead and help.
Please help us. If there's anybody out there, and maybe it's a profit that we start. There are a lot of kids who are being abused.
Yep.
And even more so because of COVID and them being at home and less opportunities and food and things like that. And the parents are definitely taking it out of the kids. And there's just way more than I ever thought possible. I just started teaching them, and then all of a sudden I'm taking care of them. It's dark out there, you guys.
It is.
It's not a
bright
bright light at the tunnel for them. So
we need a lot of help. We gotta have to do something about this. It's not really fun. It's not freaking fun. It is. We need you. We need every single one of you guys, especially for my sponsors out there, and for those people who support me. I need your support right at this moment. I don't care if you don't support me from other different things that I'm doing, but this is what I needed, your support. Please do that. So, yeah. Anyways, we don't want to end this show like this. I
know, right? No, we're not.
But we are coming back on Friday with my Freak Out Friday.
Freak Out Fridays. It's gonna be awesome, and then we'll get back to the regular segment. Today was just, obviously, we just had to.
No, I want this. And Joe Tarantino just actually said hi. Yeah. So yes. Thank you for that. Chef Tarantino is out there, and Also, we're gonna be back. Tomorrow, actually, I have 8 guests again tomorrow. We have fabulous guest Kevin Levine, the Hypnotic Unleashed here in Las Vegas. Your tickets now. He shows he hypnotized people every Tuesday, and I'm freaking out right now because we're going tonight.
What are we gonna be on stage?
Well, oh my God!
I will try
think-
to stop a picture for you guys.
Can you please take me out from the stage tonight, if in case they pick me? And also tomorrow, yes, Kevin Levine is one of the guests tomorrow at Let's Talk World. We have fabulous guests again, and thank you so much for supporting that show. We are actually we are booked for the rest of the month for Let's Talk World. I am putting new guests, new bookings for August, and we have already guests until September actually. And I love you guys all. Thank you for supporting social media shows, and thank you for actually supporting, sharing, liking our shows since he is here and watching right now. I just want to actually show you this beautiful, I hope I have it in my, yes, I think I have it. We have actually a show coming up this Friday, and the show called
देखो झूमता गगन है छाया आसमां
Anyways, that is the show coming up this Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we are doing a show with the #1 talk show host here in Las Vegas, Ninon de Verde Rosa, and Joe Tarantino. Heads off to both of you. I totally love you to death, and I am so excited to start producing and directing your show. They have a really good chemistry in front of the camera.
It's gonna be fun. You
It's
guys have
gonna
to
be
watch.
really, really fun. It's gonna be starting this Friday, and I'm excited. I'm so excited. It's just totally, what do you call that? Amusing to see these two personalities join forces together, including me, actually behind the camera. You're not gonna see me in front of the camera, but this is a joint forces with 3 amazing people: me, Ninon, and Chef Tarantino from Georgia. You might be wondering, how am I gonna do this as a producer and director? You know what? I did so many good things in the past. I can do anything. That's why I am asking you to actually purchase one of our airtimes, because I can make you beautiful, I can make you amazing, I can make you anything you wanted to be in life, not only on the camera but behind the camera. Do you agree?
Can you not trust her?
Oh,
Look at her, and she is.
oh,
So
thank you.
this has been my experience with her. So I would absolutely 100% agree.
Thank you. I
So-
appreciate that, Tammy. By the way, go and purchase your ticket now at Levine. Oh no, Kevin
Kevin?
Levine. It's the Hypnosis Unleashed, right at the 5-star hotel here in Las Vegas. The Four Seasons. Four Seasons. Four Seasons is on sale now, so go ahead. If you missed tonight's show, you can actually purchase it later. So for the next week. So it's gonna be fun, and he's gonna be on Let's Talk World tomorrow. Well, that's being said, Tammy.
That's all I got to say. Now on Friday we'll have our setup back.
It's just gonna freak me out. But anyways, thank you so much. And also Thursday with the Comedy Corner, Chris Cook. So there's a lot of things going on. I cannot actually count them all and say it all, but we love you all.
Bye guys.
देखो झूमता गगन
Hey,